We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up VET stock. We are on the monthly time frame. Price action, last candle to the right hand side is a bearish red candle, more like a doji, very weak small candle. So we do have price action overall, higher highs, price action overall, lower lows, midpoint, also adding second level lows and also adding third level lows. So let's zoom in the price, see what's going on. So current price is sitting at 22.43. So if price work is way up, we can see it's going to head up to that numbers of 25.99. That's our next SR line. But if you want to put a midpoint between that area, it can head up to 24.20. And if price work is way down, it can head down to the numbers of the last candle of that body of 21.42. And if it breaks that area, we can see it's going to head down to that midpoint of 19.16. So there's a few things that's going on in this market. It's like a huge consolidation with a spike up to that high. So let's talk about it. So in that area, we did receive multiple things. So market did start off with that. Let's say that market is going to work its way up for that uptrend. We can see that market did identify a bottom of a W at that low, first, second, third, fourth, retest. Market pushed up once, market pushed up twice. Now you got another break of an area, overall retest. Market pushed up a third time, and market just retesting that previous area to see if it's going to push and break out. So if it's respected at that area, that midpoint, market can work its way up for a break and retest. If not, market can work its way down. So it's coming from multiple touches to that area. So market identified overall first leg, came down for the second leg, pushed up for the third. And if we receive that pattern, which we do see, price action did engulf the second last candle, second last candle did engulf that third to last candle with that long wick up to the top. So that long wick with the third to last candle is identifying that the market lost a lot of momentum to that top. So that market could be declining, maybe not, but price action did stop at that midpoint of that overall consolidation area, which can still create some momentum at the midpoint of that area, price action high, price action low, and be respected for that market to push up. If not, then we are looking for price action to engulf this full cluster of the price second, third, fourth. So the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, the eighth, the last candle below this area. So nearing price of 19.16. So if price engulfs all that, and definitely engulfs that 17.19 price is headed way down. But as I said before, it can still create some momentum off this midpoint of that area of that cluster. So price action, bearish red candle, long wick up to the top, showing that it is losing momentum. So something like a retest that's happening. So what it's identifying is that coming up in green is the first leg, second leg, price action is the third leg. Now if we receive another bearish red candle, but remember this price action still has momentum, so it can still push down further, and we'll identify maybe a double top and a retest or some type of pattern that push that market down further. But we do know that price is hanging out at that midpoint of the SR lines that we did create of the lower lows. So let's take a look at what's going on in the weekly time frame. Price action, bearish red candle with a long wick up to the top, still identifying more like a retest, and it still has enough momentum to still drop down further. But price action is within the third to last candle, but then we got opposite colors going on. So that market's in that cluster of consolidation. So you want to see that breakout of that third to last candle and some of that second to last candle to the top side of that wick of the third to last candle, the bottom side of that, at least that body of the second last candle, for that market to break out that area of consolidation. So as I said before, what is identifying as overall, now we see a little more structure, but we can see that first, second, third, fourth. So it's an incline double top market pushed down to this area here, came back to retest that midpoint. Now it's either going to push back down further or be respected for the break and retest. Price action can be to work its way up for an incline W. That's why it's hanging out that midpoint of that area. Walking down to the daily time frame, price action on the daily time frame, now we can see is on top of that zone that we created. Price action, second last candles are within each other, so that's that consolidation. So it could be reading a few things. It could be respected near this midpoint line to identify a W, first, second, third, fourth, and fully break out if we see that pattern. If not, we'll identify that first, second, third, and market coming down to that midpoint. So far, price action is engulfing that second last candle, so market does have some momentum to push that back down to that midpoint, but still could be respected to come back up. Reason why is because if you look at the pattern below in that zone, there's a decline W, which identifies as a first, second, third, fourth. So that's the break of that midpoint of that area. Overall retest and still can create some momentum and respected at this midpoint for that market to come up for that double bottom and a retest. But so far, price action does look like it's coming down. Second last candle like a retest of that resistance. Price action engulfing the second last candle can work its way down to that midpoint. 4 hour time frame, kind of reading the same thing, kind of not from the daily time frame, because price action is still trying to break below now on that 4 hour time frame, the fourth to last candle. So if we see that close out, that market could push down. If not, it can be respected for that market to identify that first, second, third, and market pushed up for that W formation. And that's that overall first, second, third, fourth retest, the market coming back up. Okay, so we got to wait for that market to do what it do to see if it's going to engulf that fourth to last candle, or is it going to turn around and reverse and come back up. 3 hour time frame identifying the same thing. Price action side by side with second last candle. So we either want to see that price action candle engulf to the top side, if so, or that second last candle. If so, market's working its way up for that W. Okay, if not, then we'll see that market just will be identified that break, retest, and push down further if we receive a bearish red candle after price action. Same as well in the 1 hour time frame, same as well with the 45-minute time frame, we're receiving the same candles. And same as well in the 30-minute time frame, we're seeing the same candles with price action and second last candle within one another. And now we have more of a consolidation on the 15-minute time frame. Second last candle, third last candle is reading the same candles as the last few time frames. Price actions a doji, so that's identifying that market broke, retest, and just worked its way sideways. Still looking for the engulfment to the bottom side of that second to last or third last doji candles, or price action to engulf the second to last candle. But surely if it does engulf that third to last candle, market's working its way up to at least that midpoint of that area. Walking down to the 5-minute time frame, price action is a bearish red candle, long wick up to the top, showing that it did tag that area and losing momentum. So we did receive a break, a retest twice, which could be a W formation for a breakout, a retest, and market goes up. If we see that pattern turn around to the bullish green candle and for that candle to engulf that previous side. If not, that market's going to do double spike up and identify the first, second, third, which is on the third leg now. If price action engulfs the second last candle, market's coming down from a double top, so down to areas of 22, price of 22.37. Walking down to the 3-minute time frame, same as well. So I mean, we are getting that engulfment of price action to second last candle. You may want to see it close out below that third last candle. If that does happen, price action will make it to, so price action high, price action low, so price can head back down to that midpoint of nearing 2.41, but still can be respected. So if so, it could be a W. So it's W's inside W's, first, second, third, fourth, and the market broke up to the high, and now we're identifying the same thing as the first, second, could be respecting that midpoint to push back up for that W. If not, but overall in that area, we can still see that market is waiting for that market to break out of that consolidation, but coming back to that midpoint of that zone we just created on the 3-minute time frame. Same as well on the 1-minute time frame. Okay, guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your attention.